Hello Pisces! Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For this week's read, I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. For the main deck, the tarot deck, where is it? It's there. Llewellyn.com is the website, in case you want to find stuff. There is a companion book by Barbara Moore, if that's of interest to you. Supportive Oracle cards, spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lisbeth. Right? Yeah. And there's a website for them, shewhoisart.com. Alright, so if you want to freeze frame on any of that, if you're interested in any of that information, feel free to enjoy. Okay. Alright, so there's a struggle. Ooh, what's going on? What's going on? Are you going to win this struggle? Are you... Before I forget, you want to make sure people know where you stand. I have a weird feeling when I'm... Like, you might not be emoting how you feel to somebody else. And you're succeeding, but I feel like it's... Something's going on here with another person. You got a lot of good energy coming in. When the Seven of Cups comes in for Pisces, it's a dream card a lot of times, and Pisces are known for being very dreamy people. And you got protection here. Don't protect your dreams so much that nobody knows they exist. Because if you protect your dreams to the point where nobody knows they exist, the chance of them happening is diminished. Selective about who you share that with, who you channel that with, Okay, what are we talking? There's possibilities. You have big possibilities in front of you. But if you stay tight-lipped and you don't talk about it, I mean, to a degree you have success, but whatever this is, you need to talk with somebody. You need to, somebody else could help you create this even more. I feel like there's either a partnership or a group effort, a protection. You're protecting your ideas, or you're protecting your feelings. Because with Pisces, sometimes we can get very dreamy. I'm a Pisces too. And we just start, once in a while we'll just talk and we'll just go with a thought and just enjoy it. And then somebody will call us out, kind of like, that's not reality, Pisces, and it's just kind of a bummer. So sometimes we keep that stuff to ourselves, that way we can work through a thought, fantasize through a thought, and build something from it after. We may have grand thoughts, grand ideas, but we can take those big ideas and boil them down into something real. If we don't have the right person around us and they're just kind of degrading against that, it can be one of those things where it stunts you. And I feel like that might have happened to you. It usually happens to Pisces every now and then anyway. Some of us more than others, where somebody kind of makes fun of us or puts us down for thinking outside the box or tells us we're not grounded in reality. So we start shutting that down and keeping that to ourselves more. But there's a possibility to really have something beautiful happen. And there might be more possibilities here than you realize. I feel like we gotta talk some. I can understand you editing it down and boiling it down to the simple denominator so somebody can follow you along, kind of like, you know, it's kind of like back before people used to fly. Back before, I know the Wright brothers are credited for it, but I think that's, I don't know if that's exactly what still stuck with it. But before people flew in planes, it was considered, you know, fantasy that people could fly. You know what I mean? And now, you know, it's quite common. It happens all the time. You might have an idea that feels like that to somebody else. They don't see where it is grounded in reality, so they think you're just making things up or just living in a cloud. But your dreams can come to life. Something about them at least can. They can lead you down a road to bring you something more beautiful. But we got to talk about it some. You're keeping secrets. I'm getting this with the Queen of Cups. You are definitely keeping secrets. I can totally relate to that. But you're also faced with the devil. And sometimes you need to keep those secrets because you're like, yeah, I'm not telling the devil because the devil's going to take those secrets and just use them against me. Either belittle me with them or tell other people, make fun of me, something. They're going to do something, or they'll make me feel bad or make me feel like it's not real and then go steal it from themselves. So it's the devil. The devil's not so nice usually. The devil isn't really feeling like you're grounded in reality, is what I'm getting. So, this is an energy that's very, very precarious because when we talk about the devil energy, sometimes it talks about Capricorn, right? Ironically, Capricorn does match with Pisces. Capricorn can help Pisces keep their feet on the ground. They're very, like, let's look at the reality. Okay, you want this great giant palace. Well, I don't know about that. I don't see any. I'm not going to put all this effort into making a moat. I don't see the need for one. But what you might be able to do is we could maybe buy some land over here. We could have a nice house there. We could get it near a creek, and we could have some nice things like there. So you could have a drawbridge over a creek. We could have, some nice things around here, like a horse stable next to the house, and that could be more like, it's kind of like taking your big castle dream and kind of like, well, what can we really do with it? And sometimes that would be Capricorn, that would be like, hey, all right, you're a little bit crazy, but here's what we can do with that dream. So we want to pull towards somebody who can actually help us stabilize and create a plan with this dream. We got to be careful with this devil card because it goes two ways. If it's talking about Capricorn, that can be very helpful. If it's talking about just the bare minimum, like just the stereotypical energy, it's kind of like the energy that is very unhelpful. Unhelpful. Let's do that. Unhelpful. So we gotta talk about something, but we gotta make sure we put it in a context that is gonna be built from. I'm trying to figure out too if this devil, I feel like it's like advice to go towards somebody who can help you simplify and stabilize to build a dream, but not somebody who's going to belittle you and make you feel like an idiot for having dreams. I don't know. I feel like this energy is complicated because I'm getting that Capricorn feel, and I'm getting something can stabilize and be built from this, and somebody can help you with this. But I almost feel like you don't want to keep too many secrets, but at the same time, we got to think about who we're talking to, right? Because somebody's going to go forward, and I feel like you're going to be nervous. Is this somebody who, it's a general read, so this could be somebody, is what I should say, that has kind of made fun of you in the past, or kind of told you, you're a little bit ridiculous. I'm a Pisces too, and I know some people are just kind of like, no, it's just no. Just kind of I don't know what's going on in your head, but no, I don't know how else to explain that. Especially me being a tarot reader, sometimes people are like, reality's probably not your best subject. I'm like, well, I think it is. But well, I think it is, thanks. But, some people just see you in a different way. I guess we all have our own versions of reality, right? I guess it's all about the perspective. You may be shocked at the person helping you, and I'm tripping on this devil energy. I'm wondering if they've been more difficult in the past, but actually they can be very helpful. And it makes you nervous because I don't want them to double back on me and take an idea and use it against me, making fun of me or something like that. So I'm being very careful, but I feel like this is exactly the same person that can stabilize dreams and bring some truth to them. Again, if you're dreaming about having this beautiful castle with the moat and all this other great greenery around it, this energy would be well, I don't know about this big, stone castle, but we probably could get a nice one with some bricks and some wood. And I don't know about that moat, but we could probably buy a house near a creek, and you could have a drawbridge over the creek. I don't see why not. Maybe that would be fun. You know what I mean? They bring your ideas to a doable level. I don't want to say they're bringing them down. I want to say they're bringing them into a doable level that they're also going to be invested in. The farther I go, it feels more like Capricorn. If you're able to share these dreams with this person, I feel like they're going to get very invested in the long term. So, for example, we're going to use the whole castle thing again, right? They're like, well, no, we can get this house and we can buy it near a creek and we can get it. I can make a drawbridge that way. I don't care. That would be cool. It's going to be a walking drawbridge, not going to be one you can drive a car over, but still. And I feel like they'd be like that. Kind of, this is what you could do. This is what we could do. They're going to get very excited about this and they're going to start working towards it. They're not going to want to let it go. And they're just going to keep moving forward with it and moving forward with it and moving forward with it. It's just going to, it's almost like a quiet obsession, I would say, where they think about it and they just keep moving towards it. They build onto the plan a little more. I feel like they're conversing with you about it, but I feel like once this starts, it might take a life of its own. This person might kind of like keep going with it forward, and you might go along like you're a support. It's almost like you become a supportive player to your own dream. I don't see you having a hard time with that, though. I feel like my biggest hurdle is to get comfortable with this person and feel like they're not going to use my dreams against me or make me feel bad about them. But they're also saying, once you start this, if you bring this forward and you share your dreams of something you want to happen, I'm also getting like you got to keep yourself on point. You got to remember who you're talking to and realize once they start, they're going to want to go to fruition. They're going to want to go to the success goal. I do see you getting that success goal here, and you got psychic abilities with the Six of Wands, which is success. This is going to branch off into some other possibilities too. I just feel like you want to stay on point. You really want to stay on point and make sure that you don't like forget who you're talking to. I'm wondering, is this permanent? I mean, it's a general read, but because they've got the Lovers card coming in with this, they really like this. They really want this to happen, but you're also getting the Five of Swords. Once they're into it, they're going to go all the way to the end. But then I feel like there's just some type of hang-ups. Once they hit their goal, it's almost like they help you get this house. They create this whole drawbridge scenario next to the creek, and they see it through to fruition. But it's almost like once they get it all the way there, I feel like then they want to be freed from it. Kind of like, okay, the goal is attained. Now I want to sell it so I can make money off of it because I don't want it anymore. Even though they're very happy about the end result. Keep this in mind. I don't know how that's going to flavor your situation, but this person is going to want out after the goal is attained. I feel like if you see it coming with the psychic abilities too, you can decide where you want that to go and how you feel about that, because this does seem to bleed into new possibilities after this. This person very much wants to keep moving forward, I'm noticing. And once they've attained this goal, it's like they want to go on to other goals. Kind of like, all right, this is complete and put away. Let's sell that so I can do the next one. So this might be it might keep going. It might have more levels. Multi-levels? Well, it might have multi-levels. Is there anything else with this? I feel like this is good. But they're saying you gotta get your information out there if you want something to come of it. Also, choose what you want. You have the Seven of Cups. I feel like this is a big piece of this too. If you realize going into this person's gonna get excited about it, see it to fruition, and then want to let it go, putting all those factors in, I feel like that helps you decide what you want to bring forward, how you want things to work out. Like, if you're looking for like your dream home to live the rest of your life out in, this person's not going to be on board with that. They're going to be like, let's make it happen, but once it's there, they're going to want to sell it. So it's kind of like, well, maybe I don't want that to happen. Maybe you want to own a camp, for example. It's kind of like, I want to put that together, I want to do that, maybe own it for a few years and then go on to something else, if that's acceptable. Like, keep in mind, whatever this dream is, it's kind of like attaining it and then letting it go and going on to the next dream. So if that's in your head, I feel like you can do something with it. I feel like that can make sense of like what you want to bring forward, or like if you want to do this. That might actually help you decide if you want to do this. Because the person here, like, they're into it, they get it to the goal, success is yours, but they're going to want out. They're going to want out. So however that factors in, for example, if it's the home thing, can they leave and you still keep it? Like, can that still work? I don't know. All right, I'm going to let this end here. Hopefully that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4 astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below as well. Same email. Thank you for watching and have a great day.